Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you've had a good week. The market has been moving in some places it was unexpected, but it's always important to stick to the charts that are predictable. If a chart is not predictable, you just just put it aside and you move to the easy charts. You don't it's not good to harden on a certain chart because it has makes some money, it makes a lot of money. Maybe a chart like gold, silver, those charts make a lot of money. GBP USD. So you might stick to those charts through thick and thin, and somewhere in the thick or the thin, things can go bad for you. But anyway, always stick to the charts that are very, very predictable. We're going to do some technical analysis and look at some predictable charts. But before we get to that, let's talk about brokers. This issue of brokers has become, it has become something else. People are advertising all sorts of brokers from everywhere. There are like 1,000 brokers out there, and they all have very good offers. It's a competition between all brokers. But the important thing to always keep in mind is it's like buying a beverage. It's like buying a certain kind of common beverage that is in every supermarket. And you might say that this supermarket has the best of this beverage, yet it's the same one company that is supplying this beverage everywhere. And you just go to these supermarkets to get the beverage. So it doesn't mean that this supermarket has the better version of the beverage than the other one. So basically here, what I'm trying to say is with the financial markets, with the brokers are like, it's like a supermarket of sorts. But what you find in there is the market. And the market, it's the same thing everywhere. So if you're going to use a broker, if you're choosing which broker to use, they vary from deposit amount. Some of them you can start depositing from $1. Others start from 10,000. Others from 5,000. Others $100. So some brokers have some high standards. They don't allow anyone with a small account. They only want people with with big amounts of money on their accounts. But other brokers are so welcoming to anyone. Anyone who wants to trade, you just want to start trading. They give you a big leverage, and then you can put a small amount of money and you trade. One broker which I keep talking about a lot, especially for people who are starting out, it's Just Forex. Just Forex. I talk about this because of many factors. Depositing money and withdrawing money is very simple and very fast, and it's very easy for anyone to just to put in your money and get your money out. It's very, very simple. Another very important factor is the demo account in that broker. You can choose how much money you want to be there. So most demo accounts will begin on $10,000, $100,000. Some will even give you $1 million on your demo account, and you can't regulate that amount of money that you want there. But for this particular broker, it's very easy. You just go into your account settings and you determine which amount of money you want there. And that biggest reason why I keep on using that is I tell people, put an amount of money onto that demo account that you can deposit onto your real account when the time comes. Then trade that money on that demo account, maybe for a week or a month, and achieve a certain goal, so that you gauge yourself and know exactly what you're doing. So if you open a demo account of about and they give you $10,000, there is really, it's psychologically impairing. You can't really get the results that you need. You might say that, let's assume that $10,000 and we ratio it to $100. So if I'm going to reach maybe $1,000 in a month, if that's my goal from 100, then for 10,000 I'm reaching $100,000. So you try to ratio it like that. But it's different psychologically, and it's very important how this market messes with you psychologically. It's something very important to take note of. So once you have a demo account where you can put an actual amount of money that you're going to actually deposit and trade, then you can properly practice what you're going to be doing for the next period of time of your trading. And just like that, you get used at your own standard. You get used to this market. With all your fear and everything, you know that all I can handle is $50 without borrowing money, without going to the circle, and those are terrible things to do. Borrowing money to trade Forex, putting property on the line to trade Forex. That is some dangerous stuff to do. But, if you know that, this is the money that I have as a person, I can sacrifice this and I don't want to lose this, then you put that same amount, the equivalent, on your demo account and you trade it. Then you know which lot size you're going to use per trade. You know the lot size you're going to use, you know what kind of risks you're going to use, how far these trades are going to go, how many pips you require per trade. Even when you're entering a trade, you can measure and see where the stop loss is for that trade in case things go the other way. You know that with your stop loss, it won't go so far. But if it's within your margin call, then you can leave that trade and you keep on looking for others. So just like that, you can know how to gauge yourself and know exactly what you're going to do when you put the real money of that same amount. So that's the important thing about just Forex. And basically, if you get a broker that can let you determine which amount of money to put on your demo, then that's a perfect broker. It's very, very perfect. Stick to that and keep on practicing within your means. Just practice within your means, that that beginning stage of your trading. And just keep it in mind that whatever amount of money you start with, if you start with very little money, then your trades have to be very, very accurate. If you have a lot of money, then you have some wide space to make some mistakes. You can make some mistakes, take some losses, and you always bounce back. But if there's little money, then you really have to have that sniper entry kind of strategic way of trading. So that's it's very important to have a demo account that will let you determine the amount of money to trade. That's very, very important. And I've seen that with Just Forex. That's why I keep on just tell people, if you're going to start trading, get a Just Forex account and put the demo and determine the amount of money to trade there, then start practicing. That's the most practical way of doing it. So I hope that covers brokers. Brokers also offer different types of leverage. Smaller leverages mean more money. Then a big leverage, 1 to 1,000, 1 to 2,000, or even 1 to 3,000. Those ones require very small amounts of money. Those are brokers where you can even deposit $1, $2. And if you're very good at trading, if your entry points are on point, it doesn't matter how much money you deposit. Even if you deposit $1, you can do magic out of it. There are traditional ways of trading which are very safe and very low risk, but there is room to do whatever you want. You can look at these cars which we drive on the road, these small cars. People are driving those same cars in rallies, so the limitations are not just for road use, but someone can take it to a rally and even win a whole race there. So the limitations are in your mind. The limitation is in your mind and your fear and basically your fear and the limitation of knowledge that you have and everything. But as you keep on expanding on that, then you become a better trader, you become fearless, and you can have those sniper entries where you enter the market at that point of when it's just going to start rising up or going down. And you can have a very big account from a very small account in a very short period of time, as compared to someone who will have a big account at the beginning and will have about 10% in a period of 6 months, which might not be practical for most guys, but it's good to have such accounts as well. It's good to have a slow account and also a fast account. So the fast account, if you kill it, then you can always bounce back. But the slow account must always be as steady as possible. So looking at today's economic calendar. So these are the events of today. Let's go through all of them. This is the last day of trading. So Now let's just take the time and look at everything that's happening today, all the way from 2:50 a.m. Yeah, so this this one was affecting the Chinese yuan. I don't know if you have this, you may not have this pair. It's normally USD CNY. You may not be having it on your. Very few brokers have it anyway, but that's another thing to look out for when you have brokers. Get a broker who has so many pairs. Yeah, but such pairs might, they need some serious analysis. But let's just take a look at it. So the first one was the news affecting the Japanese yen, and this one was this figure is not in red; it's just in a black, meaning doesn't have any market impact. Then there's this news affecting the CNY. It came out mostly negative for this high impact event. Then at 9 a.m. affecting the GBP. I think today you've seen some kind of upward movement in the GBP, GBP USD, even Euro USD. That upward movement. These charts are still moving in some kind of similar way. Even after Brexit, they still have so much in common, and they're all moving in the same direction most of the time. Yeah, so the events affecting Europe were from Italy. The industrial output. These are normal events from Italy. They affect the whole euro. There is no chart for the Italian currency. It's all these German, France, Italy, Spain. All of them affect Europe. Yeah, and then at one. So at one, these two people spoke. Yeah, at one, affecting the GBP and affecting the euro. Some kind of coincidence, some kind of tag team or something. Yeah. So Governor Bailey, there was a speech, and you've seen the effect. You've seen that rise in the euro USD and the GBP USD. So so two presidents of their respective banks. This one for the European Central Bank, and then this other one here for the Bank of England. Yeah, they both had these speeches, and later on at 2, there was this trade balance. It was this was very positive for the GBP, for the pound sterling. Yeah, and then we're having meetings for the monetary policy. The monetary policy meeting accounts. Yeah, a report in about 9 minutes. It's coming out, so you can download this and read it. Yeah, so already this chart here is we're having this upward movement in the euro USD. Let me look for the GBP USD as well, and we do some comparison. Yeah, so these charts are they are moving in some kind of synchronized formation. So later on, in about an hour's time, these events are affecting the Canadian dollar, unemployment rate, net change in employment, average hourly wages, and participation rate, affecting the Canadian dollar. So these events are normally very important, especially unemployment and employment. It's very, very important for Canada and America. So this, this is something that's going to be good for Canada if you love trading news. If news makes your blood boil, then you're going to enjoy this just 1 hour from now. Yeah, then also affecting the US dollar. There's going to be all these events, the wholesale inventories, the monetary policy report from the Federal Reserve. That one, it's just a report. You can still download it. You just follow the link on the economic calendar and get it. Then the rest of all these other events are all going to be very low impact events. And this one here is affecting gold, commitments of traders. So this one here is something interesting to look out for. So look at your gold chart and see what to do. This one here affecting oil. This one here affecting the S&P 500. This one here is, these are some good events. They look here, low impact, but especially this S&P 500, if you trade volatility indices, then this is something that, something that could make your weekend. It can make it or break it, one of the two. So just, just follow that up, wait and see what happens in the market tonight. This is about 10:30 in the night. All these events are tied to commitments of traders, and it's something, actually all of them. So people who are going to trade over the weekend, these are some good things to look out for. They're going to affect those indices that are connected to all these stock charts and oil and gold. Yeah, it's quite it's quite interesting to just keep looking out for this. Then Canada is coming out with this news, and oil is something that also affects Canada so much. So this event here might be announced by US, but just keep an eye out for it, for Canada. And this net positions, this one affecting oil. So just watch out for it, and the market will be closing. It will be almost closing at that time, but you can just watch it and wait for the momentum to flow on Monday. So okay, this is BVB Trade FX. I was just trying to show you that when you go to the website, there are 3 brokers I've listed. I'm going to list many brokers. You'll have many brokers there. So here where you go to open demo account, that's where you click and have that demo account that will actually, where you can determine the amount of money to put. So you might have a broker that you love so much. Also open an account with them. If you love certain broker so much, open an account with them so that your love doesn't go to waste. So that it's not good to lose some love. So if you love a broker so much, open an account with them, deposit money there, and just keep on feeling that love. But for the purposes of practice and making your strategies accurate, get that demo account. Let it be your sort of secondary account. Just put it there and practice. Put there the money that you can handle for your real account, and just practice. Then if you don't have the technical analysis app, also on the same, just next to the demo account, download the app there, and then you will have access to this. So that you just keep on following up these events. So affecting the Euro USD. So these charts mostly buying. If you look at the chart, it's also pushing upwards. It has just had another bust. This candlestick has just bust up in these last few minutes. So the Euro USD is it's seriously buying. And in the 30-minute chart, it's headed back to this overbought position. In the RSI, this is quite something good to look out for. So we have that buying movement there. What's causing it? It has been buying anyway since morning. So if you aren't prepared for it, sometimes these charts move in ways you don't expect. You can just watch it or get another chart that you can actually trade. So this one here, technical analysis to give you, to explain this kind of movement. One thing we can just look at is this area here of resistance. If price, this previous point here where price was resisted here on the 2nd of July. So price was resisted there. So in order to start to continue the selling spree, price here was going down very well. So in order to continue the selling spree, you have to wait for price to break below this point here so that you can continue selling. But from the looks of it, we are having all these bottoms. We have these 3 bottoms, and then we have rising bottoms on the RSI. So we have these 3 bottoms here. These 2 here are on the horizontal line, and this one here is slightly above them. And for the RSI, we have rising bottoms. So this can either show, this one here can either show, it can explain the resistance here. The bottoms are rising. Then could also be a reversal. So we have price below this moving average, and this is a very big moving average. It's a moving average of 100 periods. So we have we have this kind of movement, and what's even more peculiar is we have this top and this top here. So this one here, it has it's some kind of divergence. This top here is higher than the previous top, but the ones that are following, this one here is lower than this one here. So it's kind of giving you that kind of, it gives you that feel that you're going to have some kind of diversion taking place, and you might have some downward movement. But so this is what exactly is happening. This is what is happening right now. We have these rising bottoms, and you can't ignore that. It's that is stronger than this kind of diversion that's there. So we could be having a reversal taking place. If it doesn't happen, then we wait for price to break below this resistance. It's a very strong resistance that it has formed, and we shouldn't ignore it. So we wait for price to break it, and then we start selling. Then if it's going to start buying, then let me draw these lines from where it started falling there. So there is this line here, and let me draw this other one from this other top where it has started, this other tops here. So we have these tops giving you this trend line, then we have this top here to the next top where it took some direction, and now this previous trend line touching the tops has become some kind of support level for this one. So if price breaks below this horizontal line, this one here, then we could start having price moving down. That one there, you just have to wait. You need to have some patience. Then if price breaks above this level, this one here that is touching the new tops, then we shall have confirmation of an upward trend. Then if that happens, then you can safely draw these Fibonacci retracement levels, starting from here where price started falling to this point here. So we could start saying that, these are now our retracement levels. If this is an actual reversal, then we wait for price to break it, where it will obviously break at this 23.6. Then we can start buying to the 38.2, then the 50.0, like that. Yeah, so I think, this is GBP USD. So, so you can just do this kind of analysis, and we just wait and see what happens. So tomorrow, if you're trading, VIX 75, VIX 100, boom and crash, those charts are there the whole week. Some people just go to those charts only on Saturday and you start trading VIX, but it has been there the whole week, and Saturday is when the market is sort of winding up. Many traders are getting out of the game, and there are very few people who stay in the market, especially trading stock and Forex and metals. Those very active traders, they go and rest, and you stay in there with VIX and what, and if you just start trading that on the weekend, it's good to follow it up from the whole week so that you know what you're doing on the weekend. I've also done weekend trading, without even looking at the whole chart for the whole week. And I've been posting my results on some WhatsApp groups. I just keep on posting and posting and posting. Every time it's a success, I post the results. If there's no success yet, I don't post anything. Until I make a profit, then I post. So I keep on posting and posting, and that kind of thing can give you some, it gives you some morale to keep on trading, because the people where you've been posting, they are waiting for the next post to see, man, has this guy made it? Has he been hammered? So they just keep on waiting, and it gives you the gas, to just keep on going and going, and you do some good analysis and you keep posting. It feels good. It feels very good, especially on the weekend. When people are, everyone is on their phone. It feels good. So if you're going to be trading on the weekend, then go for it. But if you're trading cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, Ethereum, I think those are the four major cryptocurrencies that are there on MetaTrader 4. You can trade that. You can trade all those ones throughout the weekend. Do some serious analysis. Because those cryptocurrencies, they don't move like these Forex charts, and stock charts and metals. They're in their own league. So and do some good analysis, not just technical. For technical, look at volumes, for the cryptocurrencies. Look at volumes. Now, volumes are the thing that don't really lie. When volume is dropping and when it's rising, and you look at the market, if price is going up when volume is reducing, then it's mostly going to come back down. Then if price is going down and volume is increasing, then it could push up, but that is in the small charts. For charts like Bitcoin, it's good to always concentrate on those small charts. The problem is the spread is also huge. Spread is big. It's a $500 spread. It's very big. It doesn't give you the gas anyway to go for a 1 minute chart, but Bitcoin Cash can give you a smaller spread. So just practice with it. Practice with it. Just Forex also has Bitcoin and all those cryptocurrencies. So get a demo account there and practice. Then the next time you get in after you've practiced, you will get some good money. And don't rush it. Don't rush it. I can assure you, you can do in 1 week what some people can do in 1 month. So don't rush. If you have a whole month to dedicated to Forex, you can practice for 3 weeks and then trade for 1 week. Serious trading, 24 hours, with a lot of confidence. Confidence is one key factor there. So don't lose gas just because some people are posting some results that maybe they are practicing. You don't want to put your real money, and the WhatsApp group you're on, some guy is just posting results. Is making money, and that might bother you. It might mess with your mind, and that will force you to put in some money. And it's not a good thing to. That is not good at all. Practice until when you are 100% sure of what you're going to do. Then you go in for the market, and then you'll make some good money like that. So for those who have joined the Telegram group, thank you so much. We're going to be having so many discussions this weekend. So many things we're going to discuss, and let's agree on a time for our first Zoom meeting. I'm suggesting tomorrow at 2. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. That's my suggestion. So if you have any suggestions, post them there. The whole weekend is free. We're in lockdown. We have nowhere else to go. We have nowhere to go, so we're in lockdown. The whole weekend is free. Let's organize that Zoom meeting. I'm suggesting tomorrow at 2. If 2 is too bad for you, maybe tomorrow evening or whatever time. Let's agree upon it, and we meet and we discuss so many things, and let's get things out of the way. Then we get to the serious stuff. So thank you for watching today's program. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.